Okay, quick little video regarding this. I took the steering wheel, pulled it off. Now you've got this locking plate, and I'll post a photo. But basically, you have to use a tool that compresses this locking plate. So it should look like this. Basically tightens on and presses this locking plate down. And then once you get it far enough, I'll grab this here, down, you can release this little ring locking clip from down in here. And now once that's out and you get this pried off, then it's just taking a screwdriver gently, and I'm slowly working this up as it comes off of here to get into there. So if you've never done this before, that is the trick here as we're learning, and I'll post a photo of that clip coming off. Okay, so I just kept slowly working and prying, and it finally just kind of popped. So you can kind of see inside there, it's got some grooves that follow along on the splines. This comes right up, and then the spring here is what kind of was compressed down in there. And you can see like where the locking ring had to go down in here. So that's where I am with that. Only reason I'm taking this apart is I have to get in here somewhere to try to release this ignition so I can swap it out. Okay, there's a lot of confusion online about which hole in here you're gonna press in to let this ignition switch go. So I'm gonna try to narrow it down. It is really tough to see, but if you can look right here, there's a thin little slot. A lot of people think it's this bigger hole, or over here. It is that thin little slot. You push in there, and you, with a tiny screwdriver, you can feel it decompress the spring, and as you can see, it starts to pop out the ignition switch. So it is that tiny thin slot right there. Okay, on the install part, it's pretty plain and simple. You got the dash line here to line up with the lock. This cutout is really just this little notch here, this little gold piece. It's gonna go right in there like that. You can look down here, you got a tab, and that's gonna go right in the end of that lock cylinder. So it's pretty cut and dry, and that's just gonna drop in, and piece of cake after that. So it just slid right in, and then that last little quarter of an inch just snap. It pops right in and locks where that spring was that we took out. So luckily it's already preloaded. I don't have to do any of this part, but that was it.